Right, what are we doing? Let's stick Discord on. Bit of exit leg. Games controller. Biscuit's going to be on in a second. I might see if Ship wants to watch me. When I'm playing with this and he's looking at new controllers. Okay, I might send him this. LFG, oh no. Nikki? Give me a second, there's somebody at the door, typical. Really? Or throw. Which way do they need to throw it over? Which road? Look. Where's this? No. Give me a sec, give me a sec. Why is that not coming up? Why? YouTube. There we go, go with that one, I guess. All right, close that. Right, okay. Did you find it, Jake? Did you find it, Jake? Did you find it? Yeah. Thank you. Wash your hands, buddy. Yeah. Good job. Right, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, that distraction's gone. Hey, Belle. Tabbed, working and lurking, cool. I just sent a message to Ships if he wants to have a look at this or not. Cause I was going to have a play with this a bit. This one. The response times are still bleh, but I'll show you how they are. So let me get this up. Love Alt Tab, right? Yeah. So this is the software. This is the IQ software that comes with the Scuf. So it's basically a Corsair version of DS for Windows or Anti-Micro. That's what it is. And in here you can basically set any of these face keys, or you can basically set anything, software mapping, to anything you want. The keyboard and mouse, I don't know, opening an app, turning up and down the sound. So you can set all of these in here. I am only going to be using, that's a good point. I now don't have a map key, do I? So my mappings are basically, on the inside ones I have left hand, jump. So my left D-pad is jump. That one is switch mode. Then I've got a reset wall macro, which is basically 2 clicks of scroll wheel down. That's what that macro is, 2 clicks of scroll wheel down. And then I've got mouse 1, which is scroll wheel up, which, what's called mouse 1, which takes me straight to shotgun, or weapon slot 1. So that's what I have for those ones. I think I pretty much disable. I'm marking on that because that's set to marking. Although I'm tempted just to take that off. But in I need to actually change because I'm not using anti-micro with this one. So let's choose that. Settings. So in anti-micro, I have to have this unbound so that you can have scroll up and scroll down. But because the Scuf and the IQ can bind paddles straight to keyboard and mouse, you don't have to basically do a paddle to a face button, then to keyboard and mouse. That basically frees these up and I don't have to have them unbound. So I've now currently got no map. So I probably should put map there because on this new Scuf, that doesn't do anything. That's completely, that touchpad doesn't exist. It's just plastic. So that's not there anymore. So I have to I have to put map on here. I think map on there, and probably mark stuff. I reckon. Place marker. Yeah, place marker. Because I usually have that on here for 0 builds, but I basically gained an extra 2. And then I can have something that I don't need on this, so I can have that. What was the one that makes editing quicker? Was switch mode and edit, wasn't it? Okay, so save that by probably just going to generic, I reckon. And then what do I want in here? Anything in here I want? I've got weapons slot 1 to mouse scroll wheel up, and I've got reset to scroll down. Okay. So let's go with the mechanical training stuff. Bum 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 bum. West rappers on. Right, let's have a look. So you can run this on the Bluetooth dongle, or wireless, I don't know what it's using, or you can run it on wired cable. It makes absolutely no difference to response times because the response times are rubbish already. Response times are rubbish either way. If you could overclock this to like 1000 polar rate, then you probably want it wired, but it makes no difference at the moment. So, oh, I had this the other day. No, fire button doesn't work, and I had to completely rebuild the profiles. It's because I switched back to the other Windows install, didn't I? No. Okay. So what are we going to have to do to fix this? Last time I had to uninstall IQ and reinstall a whole new default profile. Oh no. Yeah. Not good. Because it somehow corrupts the profile. Look, profiles conflict. I had that before. And I think it was because I booted into my other Windows 11, which has this software installed as well, and then that conflicts. And then I come back to my normal Windows 11 with this installed, and then it goes, I don't like it. Let's try saving, see if that helps. Yeah, normally that. Please don't make me reinstall the whole of IQ and set everything up from scratch. Please. Yeah, I can't fire. I can't press fire. The bumpers work. The mapping doesn't work. Actually, what does it? No, the mappings will work. It's the fire buttons don't work. No. Let me see if I can fix it another way as opposed to having to do it all over again. I really, really want to love this Scuf. I really do. But it's just not... They've shoved it out of the door before they've polished it, and it's not good. So if I did I don't know, let's choose a preset instead, like a battle royale, see if that works. Is that going to work? Installed the advanced system care you mentioned yesterday and got the bundle. Seems to be good so far. I was going to grab the controller until it's the price for the Reflex FPS. Yeah, the Reflex FPS is like 250 quid. And this Envision is 180. And the reason for that is because Scuf have to pay royalties to Sony or Microsoft for the motherboard that they use. So because the Reflex is a modified controller that's already Sony's PlayStation 5 one, they have to pay royalties to them. And so they pass that on to the customer, basically, which bumps up the price. Whereas this is Scuf's first ever, they've made their own motherboard. Their first ever controller from scratch. So they can basically save £70 and not have to pass that on to Sony or Microsoft. But, as I say, we have bugs. Look, I'm pressing fire, nothing. So I just don't know what to do here. I want to find a way of fixing this without having to reinstall all of this and then recreate all these mappings from scratch. Mappings library. We change to a different profile. Okay, default profile. Try that. Try that. Maybe I could copy the mappings manually into the library. If this works with this different default profile, I can then set it up quicker because I can just drag them back. Maybe. Okay, is that fixed it? Save it to the device. Now does it work? Now it works, look. Now I can shoot. So the profile somehow gets corrupted. So the profile somehow gets corrupted. How can we fix that default profile? Right, so how can we fix this? So that's now the default profile. So we want to kind of want to go back to here. Can you go back? Maybe if I just go back, now it works. Oh, is that working? No. Working! Okay, so all I have to do is switch profiles back and forward. Maybe. I didn't save it onto the device though, did I? I just switched it in the... Right, so let's make sure everything works. What is that? That's basically reset, isn't it? Yeah, that's reset. That's switch mode, that's fine. That's marking stuff, the side buttons. So it looks like all the mappings are working. So is it just when I then install it, save it onto the installer? Maybe that's the problem. See, now if I do save it onto overwrite this one with the default one. So now I've got default profile there. So basically the active one here. Now what happens? Does it break fire again? Or just switching profiles? Right. No, it's working. Okay, so it looks like all I have to do is just switch profiles and forwards and backwards, and then it'll work. Yeah. The other thing I was playing with earlier was the thumbsticks and the graph that they use. So, yeah, the thumbsticks. So you can choose basically different curves for the thumbsticks. And I was finding that when I was pushing forwards for movement on the movement thumbstick, I was often not running, and I thought I was running. So I was obviously only pushing it to about 70%, 80% or 90%, but I wasn't getting like full on running. So that, I think I had that on like linear. So what I've done is I've changed that to aggressive, so it kind of gets to full running earlier. So that's pretty linear to, well, is that more? Yeah, I mean, by the time you got to here, it's only, how far is it till you get to the second line? It's about there-ish, isn't it? Okay, let me put my finger, and then if I go aggressive, look where he is now. So it was there, and it's gone up to there. So movement's a lot snappier now. I still want aiming with a nice linear curve. I mean, it does suggest that you, for shooters and battle royale, that you have a dynamic one. So I don't know. The whole point of linear is it's linear, and it's therefore easy to muscle memory it. I mean, is that actually dynamic? It's using the word dynamic, which kind of means that it changes depending on the circumstances. But the dynamic, if they just labeled that curve dynamic, as it were, it's not actually changing as you need it. I don't know. Definitely don't want Expo. I can put custom in here, but I think linear's just better. Otherwise, it's, yeah, that's even far. That'll be even faster. So the middle of the stick, it's lower than it would be. So it gives you a bit more aim, kind of mid stick. I don't know about that one. I don't know. Yeah, but my Scuf Reflex FPS is definitely just feels sharper and snappier. I'll show you as well. I'll show you as well the response times. I'll show you this too. I just don't understand what Scuf have done here. Games. So I don't. This is the X input test thing. You want 64-bit, and you run the samples, and then all you do is you get your left stick and you roll it round and round and round, and it tests the response times of the input. So it's using X input, so it's using the same input as Xbox controllers. So as you can see, if you look at these numbers, look, it's basically going from 3 to 1 to 3 to 1 to 3 to 1 to 3 milliseconds to 1 millisecond. Effectively, I'm rounding a bit here, but and that results in a 2 millisecond jitter, which is a measure of how much it goes up and down. Most controllers here are 0.001 or 0.02. You know, it's 100 times more jitter than it should be. And as a result, it's not consistent with you doing stuff and muscle memory. So it should say like 0.9 all the way down here, really, 0.95. It's just that's what it should say. But you've got every other one. You've got a high latency followed by a low latency, followed by a high latency, followed by a low latency. And that is just really not good. And I know it's Scuf's first attempt at a motherboard inside of a controller, but they should have tested that, and they should have not released it until it was stable, surely. So what I've done is today is I opened a case with them last week, Scuf support, and said, look, this is what I'm seeing. It's clearly unstable. And then today I did a follow-up email because they haven't responded to me yet, and they're meant to do that within 24 to 48 hours. And I basically walked them through how to install X input, how to install HID USBF if you were then going to overclock it, and then test again. So I've sent them all the details on all the steps and all the download pages of the tools that they need to test this. So I'm really hoping they'll read it and actually do something about it instead of saying, oh, nobody else is noticing this, we're fine. Because this is important. It's very important. This is pretty much the only thing stopping me moving from my Scuf FPS reflex to the Envision. If they got that polling rate consistent, I think I'd move. I mean, the only other problem with the Envision is you do have to run this IQ software, which on the fly paddles buttons to keyboard and mouse. So this is on the fly doing these mappings. So you have to have this running in the background. And given how big of a GUI this is, it's going to be very bloated compared to like an anti-micro. I don't know what this is going to do if I start this on its own. Anti-micro, which is kind of a really basic tiny little window with that can map things as well and do exactly the same thing as this IQ software, but less graphical and much more lightweight. I've actually compared the system's latency in latency mon between DS for Windows and anti-micro, and anti-micro is like half the background latency that DS for Windows is. This will be another order of magnitude above DS for Windows. This is way more stuff running. I mean, this thing's got like dashboards with checking your temperatures and your CPU percentages, and so you have to turn all these like sensors off just because it's so bloated. I'm turning this off. I'm worried that they're going to conflict these two because they pretty much do the same thing. I don't want them to, so let's turn it off, right? So yeah. So more background latency, plus the controller has a load of latency issues that go up and down, but it does have kind of, it's more customizable, I suppose, than the reflex. And I love the clicky back pedals. The only thing I'm a bit worried about, right? So you got your two fingers here, and you're meant to use the third middle finger to control both of these two paddles, right? That one and that one. And so you're meant to basically hold it like that and use the outside of your finger or the inside of your finger, which doesn't leave a lot of room for these two fingers to not. I mean, my little finger's almost hanging over the edge if this one is controlling both of them. So it's not quite like Xbox Elite level where you can perfectly have two buttons, one for each finger, and they fit perfectly. So for the Scuf ones, you have to kind of use one finger to do a kind of an in and an out one. And as a result, yeah, it kind of takes away room for these two fingers. But in a way, it's a good thing, because these two fingers then really kind of grip the controller, and you have a lot more kind of control over it when you're pressing down things with your other fingers. These two do really stabilize it, but there's just not much room. So I end up just kind of using that button there with the wrong finger a lot of the time, and then it's even more awkward. So I think it's designed for either people with teeny tiny hands or really big hands, but no one in the middle. You can either have, if it was really big hands, I suppose you could use the two fingers more for each of the two buttons, and if you're really small hands, you've got more room for these two fingers. What's up?
After your stream, I might ask you something.
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to mute and ask you now? Okay, give me a second. Sorry, guys. Later. Hey, Mr. Biscuit. Mr. Bill. Right, so yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just playing with the Envision Pro software. I had to just fix a profile issue where the triggers weren't working. So I'll be jumping back on again in a second, Biscuit, and we can play some. Yeah, so I was saying about the ergonomics. So I really want to like this controller, and I've got a control freak on that right stick. But it does feel a bit awkward, kind of cramping in two fingers there, so that then this finger can use those two, and it's not quite right for that finger and that finger to use the two buttons separately. So they're great back buttons. They're clicky. So I don't know if you can hear this. Like, you hear that? The clicky mouse buttons on the back, which you certainly don't get with any other controllers. My reflex is plasticky, horribly. Let me turn that out. Yeah, this is my reflex, and this has got really kind of it's got more spaced out paddles, but they're really plasticky and they're a bit wobbly left and right, and they crack and chip and come off. And they're not proper mouse clicks. They're kind of just normal buttons, and so it's basically a little pin thing going into a hole and pressing down a button. It's not a proper mouse click. So the new Scuf Envision is by far superior for back paddles, by far superior. But where the reflex shines is it's got clicky mouse. Yeah, that clicky mouse. Both of those, triggers and bumpers, and that makes shooting really, really fast, and it's the response time. You can overclock it to 250 polling rate, and you got 0.7 millisecond response time, so it's crazy quick. So that's where this shines. There's no real perfect controller. That's the problem. Somebody needs to make one, or that somebody needs to hire me at Scuf. Right, so we try to run a few. So at the moment, what I've got mapped on this is I've got, as I say, I've got switch mode, jump, I've got straight to shotgun, edit reset, instant with one button by macroing two scroll wheel downs next to each other. And I've got mark stuff on one of the side buttons, and I haven't mapped that side button to anything else. And then on here I've got, I think, change select augments and auto run. So yeah, let's go back into Fortnite. Sorry, Mr. Biscuit, I need to join my call as well. Hang on. Pretty sure he's in my stream. Hello, sorry about the delay. I'm whittering on about my controller at the moment.
No worries. How are you doing today?
Yeah, not too bad. Another day gone instantly, end of the day. I haven't done anything. I'm getting to sleep far too late at the moment. I'm not getting to sleep until like 3 or 4 a.m. and then I'm not waking up until 10 or 11. and then you
That's
put
not good.
then you put the food on for lunch, and then you're basically here now, and you're playing Fortnite for the rest of the day until sun goes down. So yeah, don't get a lot done.
You need to get out. Go and treat yourself some fish and chips tomorrow.
Yeah, on the Thursday from the van. Oh, I don't. Jake loves the fish and chips from the van, but in terms of best fish and chips I've ever had, it's not very good quality, unfortunately.
Well, well, this is what I'm jealous of. We only got one fish and chips store nearby.
Really? Cyprus? Fish everywhere.
Well, the most of the fish and chip shops are where the sea is, where the tourist areas are, and they just do tourist food.
Tourist food, fish and chips. Universal,
Yeah,
surely.
well, you know what I mean. When you go out of the tourist area, there isn't much in that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There isn't much of a demand.
Yeah, so the van that comes around here, because we're quite inland, it just goes basically a different village in the area every day of the week. So we get the fish and chip van at our village every Thursday.
One day I will come to England just to eat fish and chips.
Yeah.
I'll get the whole catalogue and see which one is the best.
Gordon Ramsay's
Just
fish
go
and
there.
chips. Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay's?
Yeah, he does some nice fish and chips.
No, that's a joke, surely.
Check. Come on. Why is it not letting me do that? That's the wrong game mode. Where is the correct game mode? There we go. Now, why isn't he joining? There we go. How you been? How you been?
Busy. Really tired, to be honest.
Yeah.
I had the parent-teachers meeting
Oh, yeah,
yesterday, you know.
How did
do
that
my
go?
thing. Yeah, it did well. It was kind of...
Take the bribes. Take a bottle of wine.
Yeah. Grease the cogs.
Yeah.
Make sure everything works fine. Oh, it was okay. Took them out to eat, you know, had a conversation. It's best to be on a first-name basis on most teachers.
Mm.
Today I had to go to the gym. Yep. Well, it's the only days I can get out with the kids.
So I don't want to think.
Have you played any games? How are
Not
they today?
not today. I played a few with Bill yesterday. They were very, very sweaty, but we did all right actually. We lost the last one last night about midnight and decided to call it, but they were pretty sweaty games, and we were still winning, but it was kind of a 7 or 8 kill wins as opposed to 30 kill wins.
Yep.
I'm going to see how frustrated I get with this controller right now, and then if I get too frustrated, I'm going back to the other one.
Right. You mean for the pads? For the paddles?
No, just for yeah, maybe for the paddles. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what goes wrong. I've only played a Team Rumble game with this controller, and yeah, it was awkward pressing the switch mode button to build.
Yeah, just need some time to get used to it.
Yeah, as I was saying, my fingers just don't really fit to make it comfortable. It's either designed for people with really big hands or really small hands, but not with people with medium hands.
You got to use it. You got it now.
Yeah, I know, but I've got an even more expensive Scuf that I only bought last Christmas, so I don't know.
Isn't that the one that had the issue with the sticks?
Yeah, but I sent that off and got it repaired, so they got brand new sticks in there.
I just got a broom out of a chest.
Oh.
What?
Oh, these have fun. Or a gold rocket launcher?
Not really.
Yeah, the face buttons, the X, Y, A, B, they're much stiffer because they're all mouse clicks. Mouse is a little stiffer. Plus the sense is slightly different on different controllers, so this is kind of slower, even though I'm on the same sense. So I've got to get used to that too. It's basically like changing sense. Hey, Mr. Ship, how are we doing? I'm playing with my Scuf Envision, one of these things. Bill's lurking in the chat as well. You got it already? I'm in the middle of a game. Give me a second. I'll come and help you afterwards.
Got a knock where flag is.
Are you planning on using it before your stream? Ugh. Yeah, I got a guy next to you there.
Yeah, I'll take care of this, nothing.
Oh. Yeah, I've been grilling my friend Paul all day. Yeah, the control freaks are really good. So like the one I suggested is the same one as the one I've got on here. It just raises it up a little bit and gives you a bit more height on it. And it does give you a lot more control when you're aiming. Works well. Works well indeed. Yeah.
Do you want a witchy warrior? You want a broom?
I've got 2 shocks at the moment. I probably should go and hire the bot if you haven't already. You've hired him?
I haven't. No, I don't have any shocks to hire him.
Okay. We got our bounty pretty much on us. Yeah,
it's moving away.
Get the control freaks. So,
Twin mag.
what I wanted to ask Ship was whether or not, because the last time you had the Edge Ship, I think you downloaded the Steam app to do all the mappings. I don't know whether you still got access to that because it's like $5 or something. So you have to kind of run a mapping app in the background to map the paddles, unless you have access to a PlayStation 5, and then you can just do it all on the PlayStation 5, take the controller away, load the profile onto the physical controller, and then you can basically plug it into the Windows, and then the mapping for the 2 back buttons is just done. So I don't know what you got access to. If you don't have access to that app, then we can just install DS for Windows instead, or if you don't have access to a PlayStation. PlayStation's the easiest option. I'm assuming you don't have a PS5, so. So we either have, 3 options there. And we can certainly overclock you as well. I'll play this game out and then I'll, I don't know if you want me to help you set up now or later, or what you want to do. Just let me know. You want to do it before your stream, you want to do it after your stream, although after your stream might be my midnight, or might be my 3 AM. Just let me know. This is really stiff. I think the left stick is one of the most stiffest left sticks I've used. I wonder if let's change this to be a domed one as opposed to a concave one. Convex versus concave. I didn't actually hire the bot. I didn't actually want to. But I've got 6 shocks. I didn't think I had the need. Can we do it after this game? Yes, we can. Somebody's here. Got somebody underneath me. Oh, it's weird aiming with this controller. That's a bot. On the south side. Yeah, Ship, if you want to get started without me, first thing you need to do is make sure your Windows updates are fully up to date, because Microsoft released a patch basically for the controller to be recognized. So you need to make sure that your Windows updates are done. So just click on your Windows key on your keyboard and start typing updates or Windows space updates, and then just run the updates that it finds. So that may take a little bit of time anyway. So you can definitely skip ahead without me, because we need to do that anyway. Oh, yeah, this is really tough, pushing this left stick forwards. Really stiff. Right, so I've actually allocated a button for doing my... Really? It doesn't work. Why doesn't that work? I've allocated a button for doing augments. It should be that. Hang on, I'm about to... Oh, there's somebody there, is there? I was going to say I'm about to die otherwise. Gimme. You got him?
Yep.
Pumping. 330 meters for that cache. I might head for it. Could do with some purple guns. We love song sprints. Great movement. I wonder what they'll give us next season for movement. See, look. Right now, I'm using the controller, and if you look down on the bottom right, all the things are 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'm in keyboard mode. So if I move my mouse a little bit and then I do the controller, that's when I get back into it. Oh yeah.
Someone flying in westwards.
Yeah, I see.
Just heading your direction.
Yeah. Black Goku there. Goku Black. Careful, there's 2 there. Goku Black's moved out.
One knocked.
Nice. Another Goku. Careful behind this rock.
I can see Goku.
Where'd the other guy go? Oh, it's coming in behind you.
Right behind me.
Yeah, I got him. 121, 30. Yeah, got him. Cool.
Goku Black has been sent back to the lobby.
GG's.
Well, that was a crown team, by the way.
Yeah. Right, there's extra slurps over here if you need some. Did they have anything fun? I just saw your bot teleport there, that was funny.
Yep, and we stood right behind me.
I hope they at least keep shockwaves. Yeah, they need to keep shockwaves, don't they? Nothing I want. Bum, bum, bum. I'll call you on Discord after the game. Yeah, do that definitely. Yeah, I'll stop. I'll stop my stream and I can Discord call you, or you can call me. Up to you. Let me do this. My drop. Probably don't need to do this, but oh well.
Yeah, somebody's already here.
Okay, you're a bit ahead of me here.
Right, I understand.
Yeah, you're getting landed on. 29 only, I'm afraid.
And I'm coming towards you.
You're breaking away.
It's not that I can, but
Yeah.
there's the whole team.
Yeah, I'll do that in a sec.
I don't have any shockwaves, unfortunately. My bot has just died.
Oh, that's a bit rude.
Full damage.
I'm gonna hit this rift here.
I'm at Rift here.
Yeah. Okay, ready? Ready? Go. Oh, someone's in the air, actually. There's 2 on the flag, I think. Yeah, okay, that's a problem.
Knocked.
Got rid of one.
You. Another one knocked. Very map.
Yeah, I'm not as accurate with this as my normal Scuf FPS at the moment.
Anything good worth?
No, I'm gonna switch. Oh, I don't want those though. I'm gonna switch to a broom, I think, because I've only got 1 shock left.
Just lost.
I've only got 2 kills. Nice focus.
Probably stole those from me as well. Jesus. Right. Where's the pump?
Yeah, my pump. That's the purple one. Alright, let's go and kill everybody quick. I'm going to rotate now. And I need to be over this side, yeah.
We'll go both circles
Only
there.
13 left. Yeah, cheers, Reverends. Enjoy your work. Oh, people
Yeah,
below.
somebody just sniped me. I have no idea where.
I don't think it's these lot. These got rubbish.
I doubt it. I'm looking for sniper.
Yeah, they're all dead.
That was too good to be true.
Yeah, someone's flying on us. And a bike. Here. Yeah, I'm dead here. I've knocked one. And I'm coming back to you.
Knocked another one. Oh, really? Toxic. Yeah, where's the other one though?
There. Yeah, stay put, yeah. 91, 98, 112 on him. What?
What?
I think we got him up. Yeah, nice easy lobbies. Not.
Yep.
They've been sweaty for the last couple of days. This is why I need my normal controller, not a play controller. Alrighty, I'm going to go and help Ship out with it setting up his new controller. So I'll be back a bit later if you're still on.
Alright, thanks for the game.
Yeah, GG's. Take care, mate. Bye for now. Right. Right, bye chat. I will be back a bit later after I've helped Ship. And yeah, catch you then. Alright, bye for now.